And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth.
Babel. It's called Babel. I just put on that introduction because I already had the normal one on earlier, so just something different. This has only got to be about an hour. It's only because I came across that video I was talking about earlier. Why the giants survive after the flood. Some giants survived after the flood. It gives an explanation. Hopefully. Let's see what it says anyway. Let's get it up. It says it's for watching, but I was one in chat. Hey Barry.
Hi Barry.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm going to I'll put the link out in case anybody does come in anyway. But I think it's got to be an hour one. It's not going to be too long. It's only a 20-minute video. So just see what it's got to say. Alright, and here's the linkage. Right? And pin the linkage to the top page. Finish. There we go, sorted. Here we go for so wait a minute or three. Yeah, let's wait a minute. Hey Sergio, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. What? What?
Mary had a little lamb called him Tiny Tim. She took him to the toilet to see if he could swim to the bowl, swam to the top. Mary got excited and grabbed him by that.
Nice. Lovely. Hey mate, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. I'll just stick on some groovy StreamYard music until we
Come on.
Groovy StreamYard music. It's groovy StreamYard music. Just until just wait for a minute to see if anybody comes in. Like I say, it's only about an hour because the video's 21 minutes. Let's go groovy dance thing. Whoa. Steve Finneran. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Oh yeah. Oh, fantastic. Electro pop, fantastic. Daydreaming, this one's called. This one's Feeding the Ducks. Yeah. And this is Into Space. Done something to outer space to find another race. This one's called LOFI, Lofi. I know, dude. I'm only putting it on for a second to wait for you to come in. I'm only telling you what they're called. Anyway, enough of that. We've got enough in. We've got 6 in. Let's just get the video on. Say again, babe.
Mum Mary had a little lamb was better than that.
Oh, it's super. It was super.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not nice, cool joke.
Absolutely. There we go, right.
It's exactly how the Nephilim survived.
Moses tells us about how the Nephilim survived. Like I say, I haven't watched it. it's just not come across. It's probably one of these AI generated ones. Let's just wait and see. Let me get rid of my banner. Here's the banner, and choose this one. And let's do it. Second stream of the day. Let's go for it. Let's go back and go.
Moses tells us exactly how the Nephilim survived the flood. Trust me, 90% of people don't know this truth. Before we dive in, welcome to God's Word Unmasked, where we peel back the layers of biblical history to reveal hidden truths and fascinating stories.
Oh.
If you enjoy our content,
Don't know about hidden truths. No. Oh, this is not one of them.
consider subscribing, and we promise
I'll watch it anyway. Even if it's bad, I'll watch it just to see how bad it is.
to keep bringing you engaging and enlightening videos. Today, we are going to discover how the Nephilim survived the
Hey Glenn, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Hi, Glenn.
Oh, you're not trying to what? I can't see it. I can't see it until it gets past the love heart. It's been the butt, not love heart.
flood and came back onto the earth.
Oh,
Some people believe that some giant snuck on the ark, or that another set of fallen
you know, like I was kind of trying to talk to you. I was kind of just telling you the name of the tracks. It's not too loud on this side, so I thought you'd really have me. They're just rubbish anyway. Set of fallen angels. Right, let's see what this is going to say. Like I say, it's not a long video anyway. I just wanted to see if it did provide an answer.
angels sinned again in order for the new Nephilims to be produced. There are many theories, but today we will discover the true reason that Moses directly gives us. But before we get started, this is part 3 of our series called The Book of Giants. Please watch parts 1 and 2 first to help with your understanding. To find part 1 or
I'll do that later if it comes need be. It's this one I come across.
2, check the link in the description below, or check out the playlist called Book of Giants. Most people believe there were still Nephilims living after the flood. For those who may not know,
He's actually quite handsome. He's like an albino humanoid gorilla, type thing. But big, very big.
Nephilim, or giants, were offspring of the fallen angels and earthly women. The main reason God flooded the entire world in the book of Genesis was because of the Nephilims that were created. Now, God stated in Genesis,
I'll agree with that, yeah. I'm not sure if that's what she said there, Glenn. I didn't quite catch it. But I'll agree with what she just said there, or the AI said. Oh, I like these houses. Lovely. I bet if you look in these, there'll be people with watches on and mobile phones and stuff. Yeah.
The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the
Daughters of men, it said, not of humans. Daughters of men. But, okay. You didn't say humans, but let's just go with it.
heroes of old, men of renown.
during the days of Jared, the fallen angels came down upon the earth and taught man many evil things. The Bible states that even after the days of Jared,
The Watchers. It should have specified the Watchers, I think.
the Nephilim were still around after the flood.
That was Jabba the Hutt's great-great-great-great-grandfather.
All the evil that occurred before the flood saddened God, because he saw that the wickedness of man was great and that every thought in their hearts was evil. When this happened, God stated,
I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. For it repenteth me that I have made them.
even though God was saddened by the human race and all the evil upon the earth, he still favored Noah.
It repenteth thee. I don't think you would have used that terminology. That's something that we do, not what God does. God never turns around from his sin because he doesn't sin. I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but I don't think that's right. I could be wrong.
Noah. The Bible states that during the time of much evil and sin, when the fallen angels came down, Noah was the only pleasure to the Lord.
It could be because it's AI produced. I don't know.
Noah was the only truly righteous man living on the earth at that time. When God saw that the earth was corrupt and full of violence, he told Noah to build an ark out of gopher wood. After the ark was built and Noah took his
That's true. That'll go forward. Absolutely.
sons, their wives, and a pair of each animal, the book of Genesis states,
And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast.
Pair of each animal. 7 of each animal, wasn't it? It went in 2 by 2, I suppose, but it was 7. And 2 by 2 is just a song. But hey, Derek, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
And of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died. And every living substance was destroyed which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven. And they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark.
There was obviously no confusion in that verse. The book of Genesis states that every single thing upon the earth had died and no longer lived except for Noah, his sons, their wives, and the pair of animals selected. Now, you might be wondering if everything had died except for Noah's generation, which was pure, then how did Nephilim enter the earth again?
I know.
Well, the truth is, most people believe the Nephilim return because of this verse. The book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 33 states,
And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight.
Another version of this verse states,
We saw the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them.
This statement was made when Moses sent 12 spies to explore the land of Canaan. These spies were to scout the land that God had promised to the Israelites and bring back a report. Upon their return, 10 of the spies give a discouraging report, stating that the land, though fruitful, is inhabited by powerful people and fortified cities. They specifically mentioned the presence of the sons of Anak.
There was a little distortion in his face there that was a little scary. This is definitely AI produced, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty accurate. I mean, I didn't like the humans for instead of daughters of humans instead of daughters of man, and I didn't like it repenteth thee, as in it repenteth God. I didn't like that.
And describe them as giants. But now the question is, where exactly did these giants
Tony Cornelius, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for coming, bro. Thanks for coming.
come from? Where did these sons of Anak come from to occupy the land of Canaan? The first belief that people have is that a previous giant or Nephilim had snuck onto the ark with Noah or held on to the edges of the ark.
Nowhere does it say that. You can't just assume that it snuck on. I think it would have been seen. I think it would have been noticed. I don't think that's a good enough reason. I mean, maybe some people do think that. I've never had it.
Well, let's discover if this is true. To break this down, let's go back to Genesis. The Bible stated right after the flood,
And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread.
Okay, let's reverse and hear that again.
These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread.
Okay, perfect. So the Bible states that after the flood, anyone who lived on earth came from Noah's generation, who were Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Yep.
There were no secret giants that sneaked into the ark or were hanging on the side of the ark for dear life.
I would definitely not have said that. Dear life for the whole year. Yeah, it's not that.
Noah's sons' generation were the only people, as we know it according to the Bible, that populated the world after the flood. This leads us to believe that one of Noah's sons, or wives, may have already given birth to a son that had the fallen angel genetic mutation, or one of Noah's sons' wives had the genetic mutation from the fallen angel. And I know.
Okay. So let me put that back a little bit. Okay, missed that. Let's put it back. There we go.
Were the only people, as we know it according to the Bible, that populated the world after the flood. This leads us to believe that one of Noah's sons, or wives, may have already given birth to a son that had the fallen angel genetic mutation, or one of.
There you go. That pretty much what you said there.
Noah's sons' wives had the genetic mutation from the fallen angel. And I know some people think that the fallen angels did not give birth to any female giants, but that is inaccurate. Most of the Bible does not mention the multiple women that the sons of God gave birth to. We know that Adam and Eve gave birth to many other children, including females that were not mentioned in the Bible. Either way, we know there were no secret giants that hid on the ark, yet there were giants living in the land of Canaan after the flood, and Goliath was a warrior for the Philistines. So how is this possible? Most people believe this was possible because another group of fallen angels had lusted after human women after the flood, which means a new set of fallen angels had sinned against God once again.
Very creepy images. Definitely creepy images.
To create new group of Nephilims. However, the book of Enoch disproves this, because the book of Enoch tells us about the severity of the judgment against the Watchers.
That's true, Joe. They were like Goliath wasn't as big as the ones before the flood. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's accurate.
Who participated in coming down and sharing earthly secrets with the human women. While in heaven, after God gave judgment to the fallen angels, Michael stated to Raphael,
"The power of the Spirit transports and makes me tremble because of the severity of the judgment of the secrets, the judgment of the angels. Who can endure the severe judgment which has been executed and before which they melt away?"
Michael said again,
"Who is he whose heart is not softened concerning it, and whose reins are not troubled by this word of judgment that has gone forth upon them, because of those who have thus led them out? I will not take their part."
Some people do have giant egos. That counts for a lot, dude.
"Under the eye of the Lord. For the Lord of spirits has been angry with them because they do as if they were the Lord. Therefore, all that is hidden shall come upon them forever and ever. For neither angel nor man shall have his portion in it. But alone they have received their judgment forever and ever."
With all this, Michael told Raphael that he felt scared because of the severe judgment given to the angels. Michael pretty much said he would not want to be in the position the Watchers were in, and other angels would have to be extremely dumb to follow the Watchers' footsteps. He even wondered who could handle such harsh punishment. Michael also said that no one could remain calm about this judgment because of those who led them astray. When Michael stood before the Lord, he told Raphael that
That was a creepy looking angel. Creepy one. Self-harming angel.
he wouldn't defend the angels because the Lord was angry with them for acting like they were God. Everything hidden will be revealed, and the angels and humans who sinned will face their judgment forever. So Michael made it clear that not a single angel would ever want to make the same mistake the Watchers made, because they would not like to face the judgment of eternity God gave the Watchers. So if all of these are false, then how did the Nephilim actually survive the flood? There are
Tell us.
two options. The first one is through Ham's generation, and possibly Japheth. We know from Genesis that Noah had 3 sons who left the ark with him: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham is the father of Canaan. These 3 sons are the ancestors of all the people on the earth, according to the Bible, which states,
And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread.
we know that sometime after the flood was over and Noah's generation came out of the ark, Noah got drunk, and Ham, the son of Noah,
Right, he became an alcoholic, didn't he? He was always drunk. Always drunk.
ended up doing something bad, which will be discussed in another video. Because of this, Noah cursed Ham's generation. Noah did not directly curse Ham, but specifically cursed Ham's generation, specifically Canaan. Noah stated,
Cursed be Canaan. A servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren.
"Did you know that most people believe that Ham's entire generation was cursed, and because of that, black people are cursed? Ham wasn't cursed. There is no curse of Ham in Genesis 9 or anywhere else in the Bible. Canaan, not Ham, was cursed by Noah.
I want to hear that again.
People believe that Ham's entire generation was cursed, and because of that, black people are cursed.
Oh, black people are cursed. Okay. Wow. I worked that one out.
Ham wasn't cursed. There is no curse of Ham in Genesis 9 or anywhere else in the Bible. Canaan, not Ham, was cursed by Noah. This means that the biblical doctrine used to justify the enslavement of dark-skinned peoples is completely fabricated and has no exegetical warrant. Okay? If you are learning something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's return to the video. Now,
And she does. He certainly wasn't white, but I don't think he was black. He would have been kind of red type of skinned. Dark skins. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say he was black like African. I would say he was dark skinned of some sort. Where he was from. What, babe? Jesus.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been white, would he?
He wouldn't have been white, not like me, you know.
But he wouldn't have been black.
No, I don't think so.
let's take a look at Ham's generation.
I think
The Bible states, the sons of Ham were Cush and Mizraim, which were Egyptians in the Bible, and Phut and Canaan. Just a reminder, after Ham did something in the tent in the book of Genesis, Noah stated,
Cursed be Canaan. A servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren.
Ham had multiple sons, but only Canaan was cursed. In the land of Canaan, giants were apparently living. From Genesis chapter 10,
Top of the hunt, granddad again. Great granddad, so this.
you will see all of Ham's generation. We know the Canaanites
Bit repetitive, these AI ones.
came from Ham's generation, and they were cursed by Noah. We know Nimrod came from Ham's generation, as did the Philistines and all the Egyptians. I'm not going to list every single one of them, but you get the idea. The descendants of Canaan spread from Sidon all the way to Gerar in the Gaza Strip, and to Sodom and Gomorrah. The children of Canaan were
Sidon his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite,
All the eights.
and afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad.
these.
That's why it's hard to read. It's hard to read the genealogy. There is. It's hard to read chronicles and stuff like that with all the genealogy.
Alright.
It's really hard with all the names and stuff. It's hard to get through. Leviticus, Chronicles, things like that, hard to get through.
These are all the descendants of Canaan, who built nations and families for themselves. This same group of people continued to sin, committed the biggest sin, and also had giants mixed in their genetic blood. In Deuteronomy chapters 7 to 20, God provided instructions to the Israelites as they prepared to enter the promised land, Canaan. God commanded the Israelites to completely destroy the Canaanite nations, inhabiting the land, to prevent them from leading the Israelites into idolatry and immoral practices. This command was part of God's broader plan to establish a holy and faithful nation in the land he had promised to their ancestors. God states,
But of the cities of these people, which the Lord thy God doth give thee for an inheritance, thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth, but thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites, and the Amorites, the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee.
He stated again to the Israelites,
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
with all of this being said, we know that the sin of the fallen angels had specifically passed through Canaan's generation. For example, if we know genetics, we know that there are dominant and recessive traits. If gigantism was a recessive trait within the Canaanite genes, as they continue to breed with each other, sooner or later, somewhere along the line, a giant like Goliath would be produced, or the giants that lived in the land of Canaan. This is why God was trying to get rid of all the Canaanites and all of Canaan's generation. Does that make sense?
No.
No?
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, let's break it down.
What's with the evolution kind of bloody illustration going on here? What on earth, eh? That's terrible, man. AI doesn't know its butt from its elbow, man.
Down. Let's use blue and brown eyes as an example. Brown eyes will represent normal humans, while blue eyes will represent gigantism. Dominant traits,
I must be a giant.
like brown eyes or normal humans God created, show up if at least one person holds the trait or the gene is present. Recessive traits, like blue eyes or gigantism, needs 2 genes, one from each parent, to show up. Recessive traits can be hidden for generations, but can pop up as luck, or can reappear if 2 carriers have children. So with that being said, if a person on Noah's Ark had a recessive trait for gigantism,
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
like the fallen angels, most of their descendants might look normal. However, if 2 carriers of the recessive trait have a child, there's a chance that child could be a giant, just like Goliath. In essence, recessive traits can stay hidden for many generations and reappear when the right genetic combination occurs. This principle explains how traits, including physical characteristics like eye color, or even the potential for gigantism, can be passed down through generations and sometimes reemerge. Recessive traits like gigantism can grow even more if people are marrying within their family, which we are aware, back in those days,
Happened, without a doubt. Certainly did.
people of the Bible had incestuous relationships.
Well, it still does. It still does.
According to the book of Jubilee, the book of Enoch, and the book of Jasher, there were many incestuous relationships. Even in the Bible, the book of Genesis tells us that Sarah was Abraham's sister. Genesis chapter 20 states,
And yet indeed she is my sister.
Yeah, I think they were half sister. I think it worked out was half sister. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, at the time, it was It was meant. It was not a God's commandment. You know what I mean? But I mean, to start off, we had to. Adam and Eve start with Adam and Eve, so we had to. But I mean, his thing is on. It's God knows the corruption would come in, so like, henceforth, yeah, not good anymore. It's a no. Yeah.
Sister, she is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife.
This verse shows that Sarah was Abraham's half-sister, sharing the same father but having different mothers. They still got married, so we assume even before Abraham and Sarah, this was something that was occurring in the days of Adam, Jared, and the days of Noah. This explains why the recessive traits of gigantism may have grown in the lineage of the Canaanites, because many of them were getting married within their own tribe. But we know in Leviticus 18:9, God had solved this problem and stated to the Israelites,
The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover.
in fact, did you know Goliath was part of Ham's generation? The Bible states,
And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number. And he also was born to the giant. And when he defied Israel, Jonathan the son of Shemaiah, the brother of David, slew him. These 4 were born to the giant in Gath, and fell.
King David. He took over from Saul. Second king.
By the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants.
we know from Genesis that
The sons of Ham were Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan.
Mizraim was also known as Egypt.
And Mizraim begat Pathrusim, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim, and Caphtorim.
So Philistine derived from the generation of Ham. This can all be found in Genesis chapter 10. Now, if you're still a little confused, feel free to rewatch the video. It took me a couple of times to make sense of everything. The whole point is that because the world was so corrupt, even though Noah was pure, his sons' wives may not have been.
No.
Ham had many sons, but his one son, Canaan, may have had a recessive trait of gigantism, which specifically spread throughout his lineage. That's why God desired to get rid of the Canaanites, and Moses made this clear in the book of Genesis by consistently separating Canaan.
It does make sense. I mean, and I suppose there's evidence for it, but whether that's the real reason, I don't know.
From generation of Noah. Moses wrote,
And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan.
Canaan was where most of the giants lived.
And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. The Emims dwelt therein in times past, a people great and many, and
The I can't spell, that's for sure.
tall as the Anakims, which also were accounted giants as the Anakims. But the Moabites called them Amims.
This is why God did not want the Canaanites to continue living, nor for the Israelites to marry or have children with them. Deuteronomy chapter 7 stated,
You are not to intermarry with them. You are not to give your daughters to their sons,
No.
nor take their daughters for your sons.
No.
Now, there you have it.
There we
Overall, this is the first and most likely reason that the giants came about in those days. If you would like to see the second reason, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will post another video regarding this.
Okay.
This
I'll have to find that one at some point. I'll have to find that one.
That was quick.
I know, it's only 21 minutes. It's 21 minutes. I've only done 34 minutes. I'll see what I've got put on for 15 minutes, then I'll share something for 15 minutes. We'll see what I've got in my watch later. Then I'm done. I'm kind of trying to make it an hour one. She's got 25 minutes left, so let's see what's got there. That makes sense. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I suppose there's evidence there for it as well, but I don't truly know. I'll have to study that one. Let's see what I've got. I'll quickly watch. I'll watch later list. That's, yeah, we're 35 minutes in. Let's have a look.
I'll look down for that.
You see.
You see down for that.
Students. Oh, let's look at let's look at Nathan's video. It was on an hour ago. It's 9 minutes long. Let's have a look at that.
I'm not being rude, my phone's on charge.
I know. I'll put it on charge.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Right. See what you're saying. No, not video. I'm green. Castle. Right. We're back. I think I might be back. Sorry, guys. The internet must have played up. The internet was playing up. I was, internet played up. I don't know what happened. I looked across to my box. Just everything stopped playing, and it said something went wrong. And I looked at the router, and it seems fine. But it's come back on. But I had to get back into StreamYard. Let's get back to it then. Sharing Nathan's thing. Sorry about that little. The weather's crap here. Maybe it's something to do with that. That's the first time that's ever happened. Like that, anyway. Right. Here we go.
What is it? It's entropy, right?
Yeah.
What happens when gas is introduced to a vacuum?
Oh, shit. It disappears, I don't know.
It dissipates into it. So if the sky was a vacuum, what do you think would happen to that gas you're breathing?
It would disappear.
Have you guys been riz tonight?
Stop, you're just like, now you riz me up.
Do you love me, baby? I know you love me, baby.
What on earth? What's that? Oh, wow.
What do you do then? Do you just like?
I run a debate.
About the Earth being flat.
In essence, yeah.
That young girl, she's from Scotland. Posh Scottish. About the earth being flat. Guess who's back? Back again. PG's back. Tell Eminem. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Ghostbusters.
Will it be a black box? Will it be a lighting? What the?
Oh.
You on a date?
Are you?
No, I'm at home making YouTube videos.
Oh, what do you do on YouTube?
Debate cosmology. Are you in a car on a date?
What? In a car?
I said it earlier. I know it's just a roll, but it looks like a joint that Nathan's smoking. I don't see him as a joint smoker, but because it's pretty much the same colour as mine, I see it as a joint, but it's probably just a roll up.
Not on a date.
Did you just fart?
No, it was my phone. I got a bit excited, so it farted.
So what's the dealio? You'd make a cute couple.
Well, the thing is, I don't swing that way, so...
You're a homo?
Yes.
No offence. Everyone's entitled to be a homo.
Exactly.
Oh, well said. Well said. Well said.
That's what I say. No, but I'm a homo when I choose to be.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, shame, love. Another one that you can't have, eh?
Yeah, you know.
And you'd make a cute couple. See if you can turn him around.
I'm all right.
So what's the deal then? You're out of work or something?
No, we're just friends.
I mean, what are you doing while you're in the car? Are you on your way back? Been out for a night out?
Oh no,
we're just bored.
Just on a drive. We got bored.
He's really tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", so that kind of like does it.
I'm the same. I'm
Okay.
6'2", and I got into clubs when I was about 15, 14 because I was so tall. People just assumed.
6'4" is tall. That play, Gudge.
Oh well, you can't be 6'2" and not be over 25. It's like, of course you can. You might get on YouTube. I'm only here to make videos.
Oh, what's your YouTube?
My YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Nathan Oakley 1980.
Some guy called Dave McKeegan posted a YouTube video saying Nathan Oakley tried to destroy my video.
Yeah.
I hope he tells them about anti-flat earthers.
Yeah, I have a lot of people react to me.
Well.
What do you do then? Do you just like...
I run a debate.
About the Earth being flat?
In essence, yeah. On here, what I've been doing is pointing out their religious cosmology that they're unaware of. So people like yourself, for shock value, telling them a bit about their own religion that they don't already know.
Go on then.
Well, you've already figured out. You've seen what my channel is. So I would tell you, if you didn't know that you live on a ball in a sky vacuum. That's your belief. Your religion is heliocentrism. But you might not be aware it's a religion.
Is it?
Obviously unaware then.
They're unaware. Nobody knows. Nobody knows until they come into blooming flat earth and stuff like that. It's a religion. I didn't even know. Yeah, nobody blooming knows. Crazy.
Did you not know that it was a religion?
No.
Yeah,
Not
it
really,
came
no.
from the Roman Catholic Church.
You should know that.
How would I know that?
So a guy called Copernicus came up with a model for the church to better predict when Easter would be. And he took the flat earth measured angles.
As Sov would say, Dave, Copernicus.
To the stars from the ephemeris and turned them into a sphere so he could put that sphere in motion around the sun. So you take measurements of a flat earth, you can create...
Yeah, it's good he's getting to talk to like these 18, 19, 20-year-olds and that. You know what I mean? At least getting to hear about it at young age. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because Amigo's not a good site. You know what I mean? It's not a good site for the PDFs. You know.
That globe model. In fact, you can create
They're getting some truth, yeah.
any shape with it, but they chose globe because it reverse engineers into how the stars work. So you and a lot of the Western world are now part of a one world religion, which that term you might be familiar with. It's just most people don't know what that one world religion is. Well, it's the spinning water ball in a sky vacuum religion. Always about the sky.
I'm really confused right now. I didn't really gather any of that.
Check it out, Chocolate. They're trying to find me on YouTube, and I'm so heavily censored that all they're finding is my detractor videos, like Dave McKeegan, my producer.
Were you on this morning?
I'm on every day. Hold on, Chocolate, sorry. Yeah, I do a daily live stream. I just invite any member of the public to join and tell me about their beliefs in what they think the Earth
This
is.
is so much fun.
It's got 26,000 subscribers, if that's what you were looking for.
26,000.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I have 7. Beat that.
Yeah, that's not...
You should be saying 26,000, not 1,000. See, she's posh Scottish. 1,000.
really that impressive. I've been doing it for 10 years. It's not very that impressive when you consider how long I've been doing it.
I've been doing it 16 years, so...
You've been doing it 16, YouTube?
Oh, we found you. I found you.
I would have found it ages ago.
Well, you're going to see yourself on there.
Oh, no.
And how long?
However long it takes me to hack these endless strings of young girls with their boobs out, obviously desperate. Endless streams of ceiling fans and ceiling lights and small children. Once I've edited all that out, then we'll get to the good stuff. One guy who had a similar reaction to you was very amusing. Also, the first or second person I connected to was, no offense, I know you're not together, but a cute looking couple like you. And they're sort of in this similar scenario. I'm like, you know, who are you? And this is my sister. And I'm like, okay. Then he starts kissing her. And I'm like, okay, you're just doing it for shock factor. You know, he's obviously not his sister. But then he's like, do you want to watch us? And I'm like, next. Just perverts. Full on perverts in this whatever it's called. How'd you say it? Omi TV?
Yeah.
Omi
Man,
TV.
I saw some guy that had a bald head that was like long haired on YouTube.
It definitely used to be called Amigo. Unless it's Amigos. It's Omi TV. Maybe it's changed to Omi TV, but I'm sure it used to be called Amigo.
And when I saw him doing it, he'd do what the kids call riz. Anybody rizzed you today? And then he'd take off his mask and he had like a completely bald head, and it was very amusing.
Have you guys been rizzed tonight?
Stop, you're just like, now you really.
Do you love me, baby?
That bit. He's young, but he's got a bald head. Long hair, but he's bald on top. He's definitely young. Not our one's not quite that bald, but you know what I mean? It's getting that way. Yeah, aye. It is funny though.
I know you love me, baby.
Now, I automatically assumed that this was actually a dating app. I just assumed that's what this all was.
Uh-huh.
But it's not. It's just chat to random strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's wicked. It means I can click next till I get somebody who's half, got half a brain. I'm not saying you've got half a brain, but somebody who's obviously capable of having a conversation, and just tell them that they believe in a spinning water ball in a sky vacuum and why the moon landing's fake, all that kind of stuff. Shock the crap out of them. It's great. You guys think we went to the moon?
What?
Do you think we went to the moon?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah?
on.
Yeah.
Hey, maths guy.
You
ever heard of the second law of thermodynamics?
Yeah.
What is it? It's entropy, right?
Yeah.
What happens when gas is introduced to a vacuum?
Shit. It disappears, doesn't it?
It dissipates into it. So if the sky was a vacuum, what do you think would happen to that gas you're breathing?
It would disappear.
Exactly.
We'd all be dead.
You're done. You're right. Good answer. Good answer, Paul. Good answer. Think about it. Think about it.
But you
See,
think that
called it. I win. Have the trophy.
but up until this moment, you thought that men got on rockets, went past the high pressure gas, and then took pictures from the black area that was a vacuum of clouds next to a vacuum? You believe that?
Weird, huh?
Why did you believe that?
I'm so lost. I'm so.
You're not lost. You're just getting it. You're just getting it. It's part of God. This part of God. This.
So lost.
That's a really good point.
Very good
Not
point.
a point,
Isn't
it's a
it?
law of nature.
Very good point, isn't it?
Entropy. But if you need to make people believe they're standing on a ball, you need pictures of it from a sky vacuum. I mean, you'll need the men to be in a nice contained system so their gas doesn't escape into the black area. But they can look back at you and the clouds not expanding into the vacuum, can't they?
What on air? Wow.
No, no, something else. All flat.
Nice. At least you got them to start thinking. At least you got them to start thinking. That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, that was the one that Nathan put up 2:00. So excellent, nice one for that, Nathan. I'm actually got to put it. No, I'll have to put Nathan in there. Give him a little credit for it in the description and that. Yeah, I'll leave it there then, guys. I'll play out the Mr. Super Sidewinder song. That'll bring up to pretty much an hour. Let's find one. It'll be one I've already done because I haven't downloaded one. So let's have a quick look. Video file. Have a look. See what we can do. Let's do. Actually, let's do solve because we did Mr. Sidewinder earlier. Let's do solve. Let's play it with solve, man. Solve blood. Is it Blood and Roses? Yeah, let's do solve. There we go. Yeah, man. Nice one. So, thank you very much. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for the people who came in and chat. Thank you, Nathan Oakley. Thank you, panel. That was me. And thank you, AI, for doing the presentation today. And Vicky in the background just shouting stuff and that.
And Minnie.
And what?
Minnie.
Oh, and Minnie for just stealing my spot.
Sleeping.
Yeah. So, guys, we'll see you tonight at Fletcher's. And then I'll be on probably again either tomorrow afternoon, probably in the morning. Bless you guys. Thanks for turning up. Here the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Ta-da, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.